Shalom. Before I start, we give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem, Rachacharash, divine honors to the apostles, knows a great millstone, peace, blessings, and citations to like Akim, walk, walking, learning, teaching, in truth and sincerity. It's going to be another video, and I've been sitting on this one for probably a couple weeks now, but through the Spirit, something that me and a couple of the Akim had watched, what was it, 2 days ago? A video dealing with we watched that documentary that the elder apostle or Ramlab, I believe, mentioned. I forget the name of it, but it was about food and the food. What the health? All right, it's on YouTube. Look it up. It's on Netflix. It's an hour and 52 minutes, if I remember correctly, or hour and 32 minutes, and it shows you how really corrupt everything that we eat is, even if you are trying to eat clean and good. But the main point of this video being, as the title said, everything you thought you knew was a lie. All right, growing up in the world, uh, when we were, Salat, in case I forgot to do it, give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, Bashem Rachacharach, the honors to the apostles, knows a great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations, so like Achim, walk, walking, learning, teaching, in truth and sincerity. All right, but like I was saying, growing up, in this society, you were deceived. You were taught that Esau, so-called white man, is above you. He's Jesus. He's God. Go to school, go to college, get a certain job, settle down, do this, do that. All right. If you're a Negro, you were a slave in Africa before the white man found you. If you're a Latino, you were a savage here in America before the white man found you. If you're a Native American, you were a savage before the white man found you. These are all the things that we thought was just the reality of our life. We thought that, hey, I'm gonna just wake up at 6 in the morning and be gone from my house from anywhere from 8 to 12 hours, come back, go to sleep, and rinse and repeat. All right, everything that we knew was a lie. That's why when you're coming into this truth, all right, you literally have to be born again. You have to become a new creature. All right, and if it wasn't for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua preserving us, man, everybody, that's why we're looked at so strange. Because in one of my favorite movies, I put it in the top 5. It's a must watch. Is They Live with Rowdy Piper, I believe Donald Glover, and a couple other people. All right, famous actors. It shows you how everything in society is completely not what it is. Every like I did the video a while back. Everything is superficial. All right, everything that you know is a lie. All right. These companies, they just want your money. America does not care about you. It just wants your slave labor and your money. All right. So let me get this. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24 says, "For thus shall arise false, I'll just read it regular, Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." So if it wasn't possible, if it wasn't for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rachacharach, preserving us, and even we would stay deceived, and all of us would just stay in this mental dead state that a majority of our people in. What do they do? Chase money. What do the men do? Chase hoes. What do the women do? Chase men with money at no cost. Everybody either wants to play some basketball, be a model or a singer or a dancer or a damn drug dealer. Or some of our people just want to be the best slave they can be at work. All right, this is Salat Khan. This whole system that Esau has presented us with, it's just that, a system. And actually, let me get because I got my laptop in front of me, Salat. I'm gonna actually type in or you know what? It might be, or I'll do it right here on the laptop. I'm gonna type in the word system because if I so remember correctly, the word system goes back. It's like this is a completely we're going or side trafficking, but I gotta get it. I want to see what this word goes back to. Computer wants to act slow as hell, so I'm gonna just go ahead and bring it up on the phone. Channel one pops up. because we're in a system. All right. Esau, so-called white man, he taught you that you need to drink your milk in order to grow strong bones growing up. Turns out cow milk isn't beneficial to humans like that. It's not good for you. All right. You need to make sure. Oh man, it's just so much. Everything is a lie. The word system. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, it looks from the a Latin word systema, an arrangement, a system. There's a certain definition that I was looking for, basically a trap, all right, or like a closed circuit. Because it's yeah. If not, I'm gonna just grab the next scripture. All right, but basically, we're in a trap. All right, and it's funny that our people love to glorify the trap. I'm from the trap. I live in the trap. But that itself, it shows you that this is it's a real big sick non-funny joke. All right, Esau, he gives you cars. You think cars are good. Here it is, cars are destroying your environment and the air that you breathe. All right, he gives you we have all this so-called technology. All right, when the technology is messing up your body, going at night, uh, looking at the blue lights every night on your phone, because that's what, when you look at the pixels in your phones, it's mainly made up of several different colors. One of them being blue. It fucks with everybody's sleep. All right, microwaves. When you're actually microwaving your food, you're shooting microwaves into your food, which is basically radioactive. All right, everything here, everything you thought you knew is a lie. Everything here is literally going to kill you one way or another. That's why we have to look towards the kingdom. All right. That's why we're not supposed to glory in how smart you think you are or think you were, because the so-called white man said you were smart. All right. You're not supposed to glory in how strong you are because the so-called white man said you're strong. Things like this are irrelevant, and it's just an illusion. All right. The mirage that Esau has put up in his society to keep people distracted from the fact that they're running in a hamster wheel. All right. John chapter 3, I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, let's see, it says, Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High Power. So you have to be spiritually born again. Once you're coming to this truth, your rank in the world, whatever knowledge you had, your esteem, your status, you have to drop it and let it go. Coming into this truth, you become a new creature. There's men that are over you that know more than you, whether they be younger than you or older than you or not. You have to accept that. You have to be born again spiritually. You have to realize the fact that your mother doesn't have all the answers. Your father doesn't. All right. You have one, I don't want to get to it, but look, the president don't have the answers for you. Your so-called church Baptist pastor doesn't have the answers for you. Everything's a lie. Vaccines aren't healing you, they're killing you. All right. The chicken that you love going to get from Church's Chicken is giving you diabetes, heart failure later on down the line. All right, gout, all types of things. Nothing here is good for us. This is all a show. Verse 4, Nicodemus saith unto him, How can a man be born when he is old? And showing you Nicodemus, he wasn't getting it. All right, it says, How can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter into the second time? Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born? So he was thinking it was physical, but this was a spiritual talk. That which is born of the flesh is flesh. Verse 5. Yahushua answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of the Most High Power. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. And Yahushua explained the parable perfectly. You have to be born again through the Spirit. You have to put on the shades like in they live and to see this world for what it is. You have to be able to realize that. All right. These companies don't have your best interest in mind. The doctor doesn't care about you. The doctor needs that cheddar, that dough, that guapo. So he needs to make sure you're sick so you continually come in and get them pills. All right. Your boss at work doesn't care about you. Your boss is making sure you're there so they keep their pockets lined, getting millions of dollars while you're getting under 1,000 every week or every 2 weeks, thinking you're doing something. All right. Your children, for those that have them, they're not really your children. The government can step in and separate you and your household at any point given time. You don't even have to do anything wrong. They can just suspect you of something and send in so-called child protective services. Where in the scriptures does it mention child protective services at? Where is that at mentioned in the scriptures? You're supposed to be able to handle your own issues being the man of the house. But this is not the case. Why? Because we're in slavery. And many of you hard-headed niggas don't want to realize it because you're swimming in the lies. You don't want to wake up to the truth and smell the coffee. You don't want to wake up to Esau, the so-called white man, as the Edomite. He's not God. All right. They didn't control civilization. Did not start with Greece, and then they just came and found us chucking spears in Africa, beat our heads, and then made us speak English. That's not how the story is. There's so much history that has been shrouded in mystery, and we're finally discovering. And there's so much more things that we don't even know about right now. All right, and this whole world is a farce, a joke. All right, verse 7. Marvel not that I said unto thee, ye must be born again. Let's see. You know what? That's straight on that console. Now I'm gonna jump. Salat. Let me check this scripture, Salat. First Peter. Where's that? I just had Salat. First Peter 1:23. Okay, Salat. Yep. Con. I'm gonna start. First Peter chapter 1, verse 23 says, "Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of the Most High Power, which liveth and abideth forever." Con. So you have to be born again of the seed which is incorruptible. All right, because what's all in this world is wickedness and corruption. And matter of fact, let me grab this. All right. Type this in real quick so I just get a couple more, whatever else comes to the spirit. But I remember I was sitting thinking on it a while back. And it's like, shit, everything, you know, and I just keep saying everything. There's so many things that I could go into, but something as simple as water, all right? Us being human beings, our body is comprised of a majority of water. All right. If you were to get somebody tossed you in a human oven and dried you, all right, or some sort of dehydration system and took all the water out of you, you would literally stop being. All right. So okay, I need to drink water. I need to drink some water. Here it is. Majority of the water that we're drinking is poisoned with fluoride. And if you live here in Detroit, like myself, or in other parts of Michigan, you might have lead in your water, turning your children into dum-dum babies. All right. So even something as simple as that, the air, the jets, which Esau's so-called white man swears up and down that it's not what it is, but we know what it is. It's chemtrails. They say, "Oh no, they're just flying. Don't believe the hype. They're just flying." No, those are chemtrails. That's why everyone has respiratory illnesses. When you go just a couple hundred years ago, not everybody and their grandmother had asthma. Why is it that everyone and their great grandmother, why is it now that everybody, they cousin, they aunt, they uncle, they sister and their brother. Why does everyone has asthma or have asthma? Why? Because Esau is literally polluting the air that we breathe in. All right, you're being destroyed from the moment. So, for the moment that you're born into this world, Esau begins his preparations on you. All right, he turn you around, he slap you on the cheeks. All right, get some needles in you. Hopefully, you don't develop autism or mental retardation as a result of his shots, and you somehow make it to at least age 5 without becoming a half-cracked egg. And then the indoctrination begins. You learn how low you are and how great they are, according to them. You learn false history. They don't teach you about true history, which is recorded here in the scriptures. They teach you about the narrative in which they set up that makes them look like the golden, so-called Anglo-Saxon, shining hair, beautiful blue-eyed people that leapt forth from Europe and horses with their shirts off and landed in every continent and civilized everybody. No, man, it's a big joke. And everyone's waking up to it. That's why everyone's mad at you, Esau. That's why the nations are mad. All right. Everyone wants America to go down because they're sick and tired of the BS, of the games, and of the lies. All right. Of the fraud. Ezekiel chapter 28. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasure." And this is very much true. All right. The average devil understands more of what's going on in this world than the average Israelite by several fold. All right. The average Israelite has an understanding of taxes, of banking, all right, of interest and loans, on how to do this and how to do that, while the average nigga only knows the route on foot to Burger King down the block because he ain't never left his hood. And through that knowledge that really the Most High has allowed them to have, blessed them with for their wicked rulership, they hurt with it. Oh, you know what? Let me see. They do nothing but cause pain and suffering in this world. All right. Hey, you know what? There was a WWE wrestler. His name was Eddie Guerrero. If anyone remembers, he had a walkout song, and it would say, "I lie, I cheat, and I steal." All right. And he was a so-called Latino. And, really that saying applies to Esau, the so-called white man. Matter of fact, let me get scripture. Let me get a scripture real quick. So, through robbery, for those that know. So I'm typing this in. All right, but Esau, so-called white man, that saying, that saying should apply to Esau. I lie, I cheat, and I steal, because he's the one that's gone around doing all those things. That's how he's gotten everything into his hands. Let me see if this is the. Let's see. Because there's man, I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Thought it was it might have been in Obadiah, but it tells you through robbery and deceit has gained. Let me retype it in. That's how Esau gained his riches. Robbery and deceit. If I can find this will be the last. This would be the last scripture. I didn't mean for it to drag on this long. Let's see. Oh, God damn it. I know it's somewhere. Oh, God damn it. Come on. Fuck it. All right, I'll grab. I will grab. I'll grab this last scripture here out of Obadiah. Just keep it plain and simple. All right, because for all these things, basically Esau, the so-called white man, is going to go down. All right, it's not going to go. His wickedness is not going to go unpunished. All right, he's lied to everyone and everything. He's destroyed the world, and is currently still in the process of doing so. So he has to be levied out. All right, his taxes. It's time for Esau to pay up his. It's time for Esau to pay up his cut. All right, this is Obadiah 1:10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." All right, just that real quick verse. Hey, so there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right, there's it's not a. Let me type that in. It's not a completely shitty end. All right, Esau has done all of his wickedness from his beginning until his end. But at the end of the day, us, the Hebrew Israelites, we're going to get our kingdom. All right, all of our people, like it tells you in Isaiah, all of our people will be righteous. All right, even those that are not of the first fruits when they come back into the kingdom. All right, so there is going to be a redemption, as the saying is, a light at the end of the tunnel. So all we have to do is remain, all right, and maintain. Keep the shades on. Don't take your shades off and go back and fall into the world and be blind. Keep the shades on so you can see. All right, filter everything that happens outside, filter it in through these scriptures. Because the moment you take these shades off and you seek back into this shit, that could be it. All right. If I find that scripture, I'm gonna just post it in the description. More than likely, I'll find it 10 seconds after I cut this video. But so with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahshai, B'Hashem Rachacharash, the honors to the apostles, knows the great millstone, peace, blessings, and citations. So I'd like to Akim, Wak Wakim, learning, teaching, truth, and